Hey, good morning, guys. Just woke up, making my coffee here in Jamaica. Wow, it's raining outside. Rainy morning in Kingston, Jamaica. Check it out, guys. Not here under great circumstances. Some of you know my father passed away, and that's the reason I'm here in Jamaica. But kind of making a couple of little videos because I love this country. It's my homeland. It's where I was born, and there are so many misperceptions about Jamaica and about different things. I have a friend of mine. He's over in, I think it's Switzerland, that I probably going to do a collaboration on. He does some really good videos about Jamaica and about politics in Jamaica, about how we can improve the country and the island. So I'm going to collab on a few things with him probably. But I wanted to, like I said, just document a couple of little different things while I'm here, and just talk about how, number one, the great things about this country, because there are a lot, and just some of the things that maybe can be improved. Man, it feels good to wake up at dawn. Sun's coming up over the hills. Gonna go get some exercise in. It's like 6:20 a.m. Get some stretching. And then go hit the gym, do some exercise. Want to get your morning started off right? Get some exercise in early. Get you ready to conquer the day. One of the best ways to relieve stress. Release serotonin. Get your mind feeling good. Look at that sun. Nice to wake up with the sun, guys. So as I said, guys, I want to have a discussion about some of the issues facing Jamaica, and maybe some of the solutions, possible solutions, in my humble opinion, that maybe we can do to alleviate some of those problems. Because part of my philosophy is that you should never criticize a problem or be critical of a problem if you're not also offering a solution to those problems, right? So I have family members who work in the upper echelon of the Jamaican government, that, some people who are smarter than me, and I've spoken to many people about this, and the general consensus seems to be that one of the biggest problems facing Jamaica is corruption. Right? Corruption in local government, corruption at the highest level in government. And it seems their opinion is that that needs to be addressed so some of the issues of crime and violence can then be addressed. Because until you address the corruption, in their opinion, you're not going to be able to deal with some of the crime, some of the violence that's persistent still here on the island. So that's their opinion, and that's the solution that they offered, right? You have to first address some sort of independent oversight for some of the politicians and even some of the people in the private sector who facilitate this type of corruption. Let me know what you guys think about that. Put your thoughts and comments down in the comment section of this video, wherever you're watching it. But like I said, that's one of the most persistent problems here in the country, and it's a big problem, right? Because as many of you may know, tourism and travel is roughly 1/3. I think it's like 34 or 35% of GDP for the island of Jamaica, right? And if you have people in Europe, people in America, people even in other islands in the Caribbean who want to travel here, who want to visit, who want to vacation here, and they're worried about whether or not they're going to be safe, they're worried about whether or not they're going to get robbed, or possibly even worse, they're not going to want to come here. And the residual effects of that is that it's going to affect the economy, right? I mean, if an economy or a country has 1/3 of its GDP coming directly from travel and tourism, and people aren't coming here, right? People aren't visiting the island, then you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem with economy. You're going to have a problem with jobs, because keep in mind, I think that 34-35% figure relates to indirect revenue for the country, right, in terms of creating jobs, etc. But one of the solutions I proposed was from the bottom up, meaning with the children, with education, etc. Right? They're proposing a top-down approach with addressing corruption and weeding out some of the corrupt politicians, etc. Whereas I think maybe a bottom-up approach. I think if we invest in the up-and-coming youth, right, the children, in terms of education, in terms of just changing the culture in the way children perceive success, and in the way they perceive government and choose to serve in government. One of the other possible solutions I proposed is mandatory military service. Countries like Singapore, France, Sweden all have mandatory military service, right? It's beneficial in the form of discipline. It's beneficial in the form of young people having a trade once they complete their service. I think that would be one of the solutions that might work. But like I said, guys, I mean, much smarter people than I am have proposed different ways of how they think the problem should be addressed. Let me know what you think, guys. Like I said, it's just a discussion that we're having. Hopefully one day this will not be a problem anymore for this country, because it is beautiful. I mean, the country, I love being here. The country is beautiful, as I've said many times. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think.